present the introduction. SOLAS Convention or International Convention for the Safety of the Life at Sea, SOLAS. Establishing the list of safety measures in the construction, equipment and operation of merchant ship. It is a viral form. The SOLAS Convention is widely regarded as the most important of all international treaties governing merchant ship safety. The current SOLAS Convention consists of an article outlining general application, amendment, procedure, and other details, followed by an divided into the 12 chapters. Our group have chosen to elaborate of Chapter 5, which is about the safety of navigation. Chapter 5 identifies certain navigation safety service that the contracting government must provide an operational provision that apply to all the ships on all the voyages in general. This chapter also includes a general application for the master to go to the end of the those in the distress and for the contracting government to ensure that all the ships are adequately and efficiently manned for a safety standpoint. In addition, this chapter contains 35 regulations and apply to all the seagoing vessels of the all sizes for the boat to VLCC and cover topics such as passenger planning, navigation distress and signaling and so on. With that, our group has made the choice to become Regulation 90 as an example in Chapter 5 of the SOLAS. Regulation 90 specifies the requirement for a navigation system and equipment to be carried on board the ship based on the date of a construction as well as the vessel cross tonnage capacity.
Safety navigation generally are the basic tools used by the mariners to fix vessel position, obtain information about the physical environment and operating conditions. There are the equipment include Regulation 19, that is magnetic compass, gyro compass, radar, echo sounder, and others. But our group choose magnetic compass. Magnetic compass is one of the major maritime navigation equipment and its usage is critical. Magnetic compass was built with the orienteering arrow, base plate, compass, diamagnetic needle, and orienteering lines. After that, the place of magnetic compass is housed in the top part of the binnacle, whereas the middle part is accessible through a door housing the character magnet extended to the projector toward the forward. Next, the number of magnetic compass on the vessel steady on each of the 8 primary compass points, and its existing compass heading or bearings are compared with what we know. The actual magnetic headings or bearings should be the difference being the definition. We also need to know how to read the magnetic compass to know the navigation. To read the magnetic compass, the label line marks your direction on the compass card. The direction is given in the degrees. The degrees can help to steer the vessel with the correct degree. Thank you.
The next point is the most important condition is that a ship crew have access to magnetic compass that can offer a reference for a stable heading and should be aware of any change in heading. Then, master and crew are aware of their obligation under international laws to periodically check the performance of magnetic compasses, make necessary adjustment, and note deviation in a compass navigation book. Master and crew are recommended to check a compass navigation once per watch while the ship is at sea, and if at all possible right away after any significant course changes. In Chapter 5, Regulation 19, it is stated that in order to ensure a comprehensive tracking system for ships around the world, the IMO incorporates the Long-Range Tracking and Identification LRIT system into its SOLAS Convention. The last one, the SOLAS Convention includes the LRIT system as a key component, particularly the ship tracking system has been included.
Magnetic compass is a means of finding direction on board the ship. It is fit along the center line of ship. It doesn't need any power nor satellite to work. Magnetic compass is one of the major maritime navigational equipment, and its usage is critical. Simply put, magnetized needle suspend freely, point not because of the force caused by the Earth field magnetic field. The main advantage of magnetic needle is doesn't need any external power. If Earth magnetism exists, a properly adjusted compass will show you a correct direction. There are several effects in using magnetic compass. For a modern ship, they are made by plate of steel. They are cut, bent into a shape and welded in a place. Steel being ferromagnetic and magnetized in a process of ship construction. A ship is made of steel, acquired a certain magnetism, and so inherently influence the magnetic compass. In other words, the compass needle on board does not lie on the magnetic meridian, but is deflect on side of the other because of the ship magnetism. The force of induced magnetism change depending on ship heading. The strength of Earth line of force magnetic induced. In short, induced magnetism is not constant. There are effects of change in magnetism during life of ship. The magnetism on the new ship can be particularly unstable. The performance of magnetic compass should be monitored carefully during in the yearly life of ship, and adjustment made if necessary. Magnetic compass does not point exactly to geographical north or south. Sometimes the vessel must correct for the magnetic declination, which depend on the vessel position and varies with time as the magnetic pole move. There are error and correction in ship magnetic compass. The variation is the angle between the true and magnetic meridian. The angle that freely suspend magnetic needle meets with the true meridian. If the magnetic needle is drawn to the right of true meridian, the variation is termed easterly, and if the needle is drawn to the left of the true meridian, the variation is termed westerly. Thank you.
The requirement for the navigation safety is stated in SOLAS Chapter 5, and the new regulation include the most recent international such as electronic chart and long-range identification and tracking. The SOLAS Convention's primary goal is to establish minimal requirements for the design, installation and operation of the ship that are compatible with their safety. It is crucial that all parties are aware of their individual obligation under each rule, and they are competent to comprehend the Chapter 5 requirement and documentation that go with them.